it's Sarah from Sassy, and my camera is shaking. I am so sorry. Well, today I'm here to bring you another book haul. This book haul contains memoirs and true crime. So basically, you know, real life stuff. So nonfiction is the overarching genre here, but it's essentially memoir and true crime. And yeah, I have 3 memoirs and 2 true crimes. And yes, I'm excited to show you because I've read some of these, and I'm also really excited about reading some of these, and let's dive right in. I also have book hauls for all kinds of other genres. I have one for sci-fi, fantasy, horror, mystery, thriller, suspense, classics, and romance, which contains like historical romance, paranormal, and contemporary. So you can just take your pick, watch what interests you, and yeah, let's dive right in. So the first book I have in the memoir category is It Gets Worse by Shane Dawson. I have talked about this one already in one of my previous videos. I adore this. It was so good. I gave it 4.75 stars. It was touching. It was emotional. It was surprisingly well written, which I'm not gonna lie. I did have some problem with. He always does. In his writing, he writes. I'm trying to find like a good example of it, because it bugged the crap out of me, and it happens all the time. Well, I can't find an example, of course, but he'd write, yeah, Y-A, and I was like, you don't even need to say yeah. You don't need that prepositional word. Like, just get rid of it. But you know, this is a memoir. It's okay, and it has art in it that is from the fans. So like, I love that. I think that's so cool, and it makes it just more personal. So like, there's art, and all the art styles are different, as you can see, and some of the art is so gorgeous. Like, this one's really pretty, and yeah, I just love it, and it's got like the French flaps, which I also like. So yeah, I recommend buying a copy of It Gets Worse by Shane Dawson. It also has this nice picture of him on the back, looking very photoshopped, but I love it. And the next one I have is a memoir. I did not know that this man had a memoir, and like, I found it at a Galveston used bookstore for $3.98, $4. We'll just say $4. And I was like, oh my god, he has a. I was like freaking out because I was like, oh my god, cheap Kurt Vonnegut book. Oh, I spoiled it. Yes, it's by Kurt Vonnegut, and it is called Palm Sunday, and it is a self-portrait by an American genius. Vonnegut writes with beguiling wit and poignant wisdom about his favorite comedians, country music, a dead friend, a dead marriage, and various cockamamie aspects of his all-too-human journey through life. It is a work that resonates with Vonnegut's singular voice, the magic sound of a born storyteller mesmerizing us with the truth. I'm excited. I love Kurt Vonnegut, and I have his memoir, and they like gave me a cute little bookmark. Yes, it's very cute. Y'all should check out that bookstore if y'all ever in Galveston. It's quite fun to get lost in the stacks. The next memoir I got was at that library book sale that I've mentioned a few times. It is Prozac Nation by Elizabeth Wurtzel. I know, look, it's Christina Ricci on the cover. Ha! I have wanted to read this one for a very long time. The back is very bent up, but it's okay. I have bent up a few of my Stephen King books like that. I can't judge. I'm interested in picking this one up because it deals with Prozac, and I think she has schizophrenia, and that's why she's in the hospital. Never seen the movie. I'm not trying to, you know, spoil myself on this woman's life, so I want to go in a little blind, and yeah, I'm interested. The next one I have is one that I have talked about several times on my channel, and I will leave the link down to my thoughts on this book down below. It's Zodiac by Robert Graysmith. I was very intrigued in picking this one up because, you know, it follows the Zodiac case, and Robert Graysmith worked at the San Francisco Chronicle. I'm pretty sure it's called the Chronicle. I think that's what it's called. If I'm wrong, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry for giving you this false information. But yeah, it was interesting, but also extremely biased. That's where I think my problem lies with a lot of true crime, is bias. Graysmith is biased because he's like, I know that this man is the Zodiac, and I'm like, but that other guy, like, he seemed like a more probable suspect to me. And he was like, no, this man is connected to these women. And I was like, okay, I get where you're coming from. And then he like cornered him in a hardware store, and I was like, dude, you're going a little too far. You are not a cop, not a private investigator, you're a journalist. If you get shot, like, you're kind of putting yourself out there and, you know, in the wrong situation. You are not Spencer Reed. You can't just be going out there and be like, I'm Spencer Reed, I can, like, analyze you. Like, no, this man, he doesn't have a PhD in any type of psychological field, so, like, he's writing about this stuff, but this doesn't mean he understands what these words mean, and I don't know, this kind of stuff bothers me. It was good, but also it was very slow, and it dragged a lot. A book like this should not drag. He also has Zodiac Unmasked, but I'm not interested in picking that one up because it's like 800 pages, and I'm like, I do not need 800 pages when I got this, and you're just unmasking the Zodiac, which technically you did. You unmasked the Zodiac, you just didn't tell us their names because you used anagrams and fake names. You chose to do that. That's on you. If you want to unmask somebody, you should have unmasked them in this book, not in that one, because I don't. But I did like it because, you know, it's got the diagrams, and I'm pretty sure, yes, this is the diagram from the bus bomb. So it's pretty interesting because you get to see the letters, and there's pictures of like what came in the post and what he wrote on, because most people don't realize this, but the Zodiac would write on like little Hallmark cards and postcards. So interesting fact, pretty interesting. Also, something I did not know but I learned after reading this is that the reason why you know, like when you were in middle school and stuff, if you're around my age or you were born after the time of the Zodiac, and there would be a bus driver and then somebody who would sit behind the bus driver. The reason that exists is because of the Zodiac. What happened was they had another designated person, so if somebody came and shot the bus driver, they could take over and drive the kids away. I did not know that. You can thank the Zodiac for that, because that was an interesting fact. Because, you know, the Zodiac was threatening to bomb the bus, and so they were like, oh my god, I gotta protect the children, and like have backup plans, which makes sense. And I had always wondered why I had like a lady who never like acknowledged us on the bus. It makes sense. And the next book is one that I said in my Zodiac review that like I wanted to really get. And guess what? It was also at the Galveston bookstore for $8. Helter Skelter: The True Story of the Manson Murders by Vincent Bugliosi with Kurt Gentry. I butcher names. Oh my gosh. No surprise there. But anyway, this is really exciting because I am really fascinated in checking this out. It's got pictures. There's like this one photo. Look, the famous Manson photo right there. There's like a blown up one of that one in here somewhere, and when I saw that I was like, oh gosh, why would anybody follow him? He's so scary looking and unattractive, but you know, I can't judge people because I don't know, things were different in the 60s, and maybe back then that was what sexy looked like. I don't know. It's interesting. So I am going to check this one out. I don't know when I'm going to read it, but hopefully I'll get to it soon. I'm actually reading a true crime book right now that I got from NetGalley on my computer. So, you know, I am getting some more true crime, which is really fascinating. And yeah, I'm interested in more true crime, and I heard that this was a really good one. And this one was kind of a bust, so I'm hoping that this one's much better. But it is big. It is over 600 pages. Oh my gosh. Oh, anyway, these are the books that I have gotten that are non-fiction, you could say. Yes, memoirs and true crime. That's kind of all the non-fiction I do. Yeah, I'm actually surprised. Usually I don't buy any non-fiction at all, and like, that's all falling apart. I mean, why did I even bother? Anywho, let me know down below in the comments if you're interested in checking any of these out, or if you've read any of them. I would love to know your thoughts and opinions, and let's just have a discussion, and I hope to see you down there in the comments. Bye!